Hello students, in this video we'll get the solutions from exercise 3.2. Let's start. You can see in question 1 to 5 we have to calculate the values of trigonometric functions. Let us start from question number 1. So here we are given the value of cos x as minus 1 by 2, and we are given that x lies in the third quadrant. Okay, so we know that out of all the four quadrants, in the first quadrant we have all the trigonometric ratios equal, whereas in the second quadrant we have only sine and cosine functions as positive. In the third quadrant we have tan and cot functions positive, whereas in the fourth quadrant we have cos and sec functions positive. Okay, so let us find the value of trigonometric functions. We can use identities sine square x plus cos square x here, that is equal to 1. Okay, we know the value of cos x here. Let's substitute that value. Minus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 1. So the value of sine square x plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1, and sine square x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. Sine square x is equal to, taking LCM we will get the value 3 by 4, and hence sine x is equal to plus minus root 3 by 2. So we have put plus minus here because calculating the under root of 3 by 4 will get both the values, positive as well as negative. But since x lies in the third quadrant where sine is negative, okay, so we will get the value of sine x as negative. Sine x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Right? So we can use these two values, the value of cos x and sin x, to calculate other trigonometric functions. Like tan x is equal to sin x upon cos x, that is equal to minus root 3 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2. You will get root 3 value. Okay, see, you have got the value of tan as positive because in the third quadrant tan is positive, right? Now you can calculate the inverse or reciprocals of all these three trigonometric functions. Like cosec x is equal to 1 by sin x, means you have to reciprocal the value of sine, so you will get minus 2 by root 3. Then sec x is equal to 1 by cos x, that is equal to minus 2, and cot x is equal to 1 by tan x, that is equal to 1 by root 3. Okay, in the third quadrant we have only tan and cot positive, right? Tan and cot positive, and rest the other trigonometric functions are negative here. Let us solve next question. So similar question we have, but the different value. Here we have given sine x is equal to 3 by 5. You can use the same identity here. Sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So we will put the value of sine x here and try to find the value of cos x. So keep it as cos square x only till the time you don't get its value. Taking LCM we will get 16 by 25, or we can say cos x is equal to plus minus 4 by 5. Okay, again we have got two values for cos x, but we know we have to neglect one value. Since x lies in second quadrant, okay, it is given to us, since x lies in second quadrant, therefore cos x cannot be equal to positive, because in the second quadrant cos x is negative. Therefore cos x is equal to minus 4 by 5. So again we can calculate the value of tan x by taking the fraction sin x upon cos x is equal to, the value of sin x is 3 by 5 here it is, and the value of cos x we have got minus 4 by 5. So ultimately we got the value of tan x as minus 3 by 4, because these 1 upon 5 and 1 upon 5 cancelled out each other. Okay. So now calculate the reciprocals of them. Cosec x is equal to 1 by sin x, that is equal to 5 by 3. Sec x is reciprocal of cos x, that is equal to minus 5 by 4, and cot x is the reciprocal of tan x, that is equal to minus 4 by 3. Okay. Let us do the next question. Question number 3. Here we have given the value of cot x is equal to 3 by 4. Okay. So using the identity cosec square x minus cot square x is equal to 1, we can find the value of cosec square x and hence cos square x. Let's substitute the values given to us. So, taking LCM, we'll get its value as 25 by 16, and hence the value of cosec x is equal to plus minus 5 by 4. Again, since x lies in third quadrant, therefore cosec x must be negative. Therefore cosec x is equal to minus 5 by 4. So now we can calculate their reciprocals first, or we can calculate the other values, like sin x is the reciprocal of cosec x, that is minus 4 by 5, and tan x is the reciprocal of cot x, that is 4 by 3. Using these two values we can calculate the value of cos x. Cos x is equal to tan x upon sin x. Sorry, a mistake. Cos x is equal to sin x upon tan x, that is equal to minus 4 by 5 upon 4 by 3. So we got the value minus 3 by 5. So let me tell you first how we got this value cos x is equal to sin x plus tan x. Okay. We know that tan x is equal to sin x upon cos x. This implies tan x into cos x is equal to sin x. This implies keeping cos x on the left hand side and taking tan x to the right hand side. We'll get sin x upon tan And the other thing, how we solved this value and got this one, let me solve this for you. I had the value minus 4 by 5 and 4 by 3. Okay, so I kept the numerator as it is, and when I converted this division sign into multiply sign, so I have to reciprocal the denominator, that is 3 by 4, and cancelling 4 with each other, I got minus 3 by 5. Hope it is clear to you now. Okay, now I can calculate the value of sec x also by taking the reciprocal of cos x, that is equal to minus 5 by 3. Hope it is clear to you. Let's jump to the next question. Question number 4. Okay, I have given the value of sec x as 13 by 5. Okay, I can use the formula sec square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. Putting the value of sec x as 13 by 5, I can calculate the value of tan x. So if you have any doubt here, you can drop it in the comment box, like how we got this value. Solving this, I'll get it 144 by 25. Or I got the value of tan x as plus minus 12 by 5. Again, same thing, I can't have both positive and negative values here. So considering x to be in fourth quadrant, the value of tan x must be negative. Therefore, tan x is equal to minus 12 by 5. So using the reciprocals identities, I can get the value of cos x as reciprocal of sec x, that is equal to 5 by 13. I can get the value of sin x by the formula tan x into cos x. सेम थिंग, जैसे हमने ये वाला फॉर्मूला ड्राइव किया था, इसी तरीके से हम sin x के लिए भी फॉर्मूला ड्राइव कर सकते हैं. एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी गॉट इट हियर. ओके, हमें ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे मिल गया है sin x is equal to tan x into cos x, right? So substituting the value, I'll get minus 12 by 5 multiply 5 by 13, and I got the value minus 12 by 30, right? So I can get the reciprocal here. Cos x is equal to 1 by sin x, that is equal to minus 13 by 12, and cot x is equal to 1 by tan x, that is equal to minus 5 by 12. Let us jump to next question. Question number 5. So we have given the value of tan x here. Tan x is equal to minus 5 by 12. So again, using the same identity, sec square x minus tan square x, I can calculate the value of sec x here. Let's substitute the value of tan x first. Taking the LCM here, I'll get it 169 upon 144, or sec x is equal to plus minus 13 by 12. Same thing, I can't consider both the values. So taking x in the second quadrant as given in the question. Sec x is negative, right? Therefore, sec x is equal to minus 13 by 12. Okay, you can consider the reciprocals now. The reciprocal of tan x is cot x. So cot x is equal to 1 by tan x is equal to minus 12 by 5. Then cos x is equal to 1 by sec x is equal to minus 12 by 13. Then sin x is equal to tan x multiplied by cos x. So multiplying both the values, I'll get minus 5 by 12 into cos x is minus 12 by 13. So I'll get the value 5 by 13 here, and reciprocal of it, cos x is equal to 1 by sin x is equal to 13 by 5. So all the 5 questions were of same type but different values. So you can practice it all. Let us jump to the next section of the exercise, wherein we have to calculate the values of each trigonometric function with the given angles. Let us start from question number 6. To solve such questions, let us write one thing. We should know one thing, that after every revolution of a circle, that is after every 360 degree or after every 2 pi radians, we get the same value of the trigonometric functions. Like if we write down in degrees, then 0 degree, 360 degree, 720 degree, that is multiple of 360 degrees, then 1080 degrees, then 1440 degrees, and 1800 degrees, and so on. Can continue. And if you talk about radians, then 0 radians, 2 pi radians, 4 pi radians, 6 pi, 8 pi, and 10 pi radians. So after these much radians and these much degrees, the values of the trigonometric functions repeats. So we can simply add or subtract these values from the given angles of the trigonometric functions. Let us solve this for 6th question. You will get an idea. Sine 765 degree. We have already learned the values from 0 to 180 degree, or say 0 to 90 degree. We don't know what is the value of sine 765 degree. So let's convert the angle so that it comes in between the value of 0 to 90 degree. Okay, this can be done if we subtract angle 720 from this 765 degree. As I told you, you can subtract any of these values, subtract or add any of these values. So I choose 720 here because that is the required value by which I can convert the angle, bring the angle into the range of 0 to 90 degree. Okay, now it is being converted into 45 degree, right? And I know the value of sine 45 degree as 1 by 2, right? Let us do one more question. Question number 7. Now this is in radians. Sorry, this is also in degrees. So I can choose any of these values to be added or subtracted from the given angle. Sorry, cosec minus 1410. So it can be seen that adding the value 1440, I'll get the value in between 0 to 90 degree. So minus 1410 plus 1440. This brings the angle into the range, that is cosec 30 degree, and the value of cosec 30 degree is 2. Yes. Let us do the next question. Question number 8. Now this is in radians, so I'll use the value from radians. 10 19 pi by 3. So I can subtract 6 pi from this to get the desired result. So it will make it 10, taking the LCM, 19 pi minus 18 pi. You can solve it directly. Just to let you know, I am solving it completely. 10 pi by 3. And the value of 10 pi by 3 is root 3. Right? Question number 9. Sine minus 11 pi by 3. So here I can add angle 4 pi to bring it into the range of 0 to 2 pi. The LCM. I'll get sine pi by 3, and the value of sine pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Okay, so the last question of the exercise. Here again I can add the angle 4 pi taking the LCM, that is cot pi by 4, and its value is 1. So the exercise is completed here. That's it.